Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on? Welcome into another KnicksNation live stream. Your New York Knicks have won 6 straight basketball games as they demolished the Washington Wizards by a final score of 145 to 113. Hey now, let's go. Domination is back in the Garden, taking care of home court. Look, we knew this home stretch, this easy schedule for the New York Knicks. They're getting it done with wins, man, and that's all that matters, and it's led by their big man center, Karl-Anthony Towns, who has just been dominant lately, man, and that is what's getting me excited. Big Cat is back. Let's freaking go, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Appreciate the members in here. Welcome in. Welcome in. If you're new here, hello. My name is Anthony. Subscribe, like, all the good stuff. Welcome in to the KnicksNation channel. Let's go, guys. This was a feel-good win. This was a feel-good win. El Figgy, loud and clear. I see all of you in here. Buzzer beater. What's going on, guys? Chris Gotti, salute. TA, what's going on? Salute to every single one of you guys in here. Omar, what's going on? Yeah, Minnesota currently up 12 versus Boston. Let's go. Look. We got to talk about Karl-Anthony Towns, ladies and gentlemen, because this is becoming a trend. Karl-Anthony Towns is dominating lately. Dominating, controlling the glass, imposing his will, and doing this all in freaking limited minutes. 25 minutes tonight. Let me pull up the box score for you guys. 25 minutes tonight. 29 last night, right? Let's not forget that. That's scary, man. It's not even a full workload of Karl-Anthony Towns that we're seeing, and he's out there putting numbers like this. But honestly, man, I love what I'm seeing. Like, to me, it's just not the production. It's how he's getting it. Man. Early on in the season, remember, everything kind of felt forced for Karl-Anthony Towns. Like, tough shots, missing his threes, missing post-ups, opportunities. Now it just seems like he's letting the game come to him. Right? He's letting the game come to him, man. And I just think right now the current trajectory of Karl-Anthony Towns has just been up, and I am here for it, man. His decision-making is quicker. His threes are back. Right? When the double comes, he's passing that thing. Karl-Anthony Towns is back, ladies and gentlemen. It's a pretty sight to see. And on the glass, one of the best rebounders in the NBA. He gives you 26 points, 9 of 13 from the field, 1 of 2 from 3, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. 7 of 7, 16 rebounds, and I feel like he should have got to the free throw line way more tonight as well. 3 assists, 1 steal, 4 offensive boards. Man, this recent play of our all-star center, Karl-Anthony Towns, and I've been calling him, he's been the Knicks' best player lately. And that is not a shot at Jalen Brunson whatsoever. It's just how it is. Karl-Anthony Towns has been their best player, and he is playing like it in limited minutes, man. And what I love the most, it doesn't, when he's scoring, he's not hijacking the offense. It's like within the flow. Like, it just feels good to have Karl-Anthony Towns back, right? Like, when you have a big man who early on in the season that couldn't stretch the floor, and now he's stretching the floor, and now he's punishing mismatches inside. Like, he just putting the defense on constant conflict. There's like no answer for that. There's no answer for that for opposing defenses. The teams don't have an answer for that. So when I say if this version of Karl Anthony Towns shows up in the playoffs, ladies and gentlemen, I don't see why the Knicks can't roll through the East. I mean that. I do. Like if this version shows up in the playoffs, I don't see why the New York Knicks can roll through the NBA Finals. Now it's easier said than done. Roll through to the NBA Finals. I want to specify that because we saw it last year. We saw it versus Detroit. We saw it versus Indy. The games that he won us. Right? So before anyone comes after him with the lesser competition avenue, we've seen it last year in the playoffs with Big Cat. And yeah, look, I'll say it, like I was on him early on in the season. We all were on him early on in the season. I made many videos about Karl Anthony Towns just being not that guy. But he wasn't playing like this. Right? I don't do these post games every night to gas things up, man. I call it like I see it. But even then, I knew that he was better than what he was showing us when he was playing poorly. He looks more explosive. He looks more decisive. He looks more confident. This looks like Karl Anthony Towns again. The best big man shooting big in the NBA. And right now, he's a problem. He's a problem. Great game for the New York Knicks tonight as they demolished the Indiana. Well, they did that too. They demolished the Washington Wizards 145-113. Let's go. Once again, appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Thank you all for trickling in here, whether you're on X, whether you're on YouTube. Hello. Man, this felt good, man. This felt like a good win. Mikal gives you 14 points. Hey, now, let's go, Mikal. 14 points, 6 assists. Better game for Mr. Mikal Bridges. Better game. Highest plus on the team, plus 28. Was hitting his mid-range shots today, right? And that's Mikal, right? And he hit 2 of his threes. That's Mikal, man. If he's hitting his shots, he's going to play like this. He's going to give you, like he has all year long, 14 to 20 points a night. And to be quite honest with you, that's all we need from him. Like that's all we need from him, right? Enough of the single digit stuff. He's been playing really good defense. So look, it's the Wizards. It's a good feel good win. It's a good get right game. It's a good get your offense right game. It's a good get back on track offensively type of game. The Wizards stink. They're tanking. We are not going to get their first round pick this summer. We're going to get their second round pick, the first pick in the second round, which is still a very valuable pick, by the way. But yeah, man, it's good to see Josh back in the lineup after what they call the runner's knee after last game. And look, man, El Figi says, can we also acknowledge Hart's 3-point shooting? Look, man, Josh Hart, his last few games, he's 3 of 3 from 3 tonight, 16 points, 4 of 6, 6 boards. And if I'm not mistaken, last game he played, he missed one shot. He's 8 for 8 over his last 2 games from 3. 8 for 8. No, 9 for 9. Excuse me. I don't want to discount this Golden State one. 9 for 9. Wow. He's hit his last 9 threes. Mr. Josh, round of applause for that. It feels good. It like when he's so decisive, first move, shoot, drive to the hoop. He's been shooting lately, and it's been going in for Mr. Josh Hart, and it just feels so good from when he's really at his best when he's really decisive like that. As soon as he's catching the ball, the opponents are going under the screen countless amount of times throughout the game. Josh Hart is making them pay lately with his threes. And look, he was going through a funk. He was going through a funk, and as he was going through the funk, I was like, look, man, he's going through some stuff. It happens. But now Josh is back, man. To be quite honest with you, he's having, I believe he's having a career year or his second best shooting from behind the arc this year, right? And we need it. We need it from him. And just salute to the guys, man. This was a hell of a win, man. Six straight is six straight, right? At the end of the day, all that counts is the wins, I guess. It hasn't always looked pretty for this team, but tonight it looked really pretty for this club. And you can hear it in my voice, a little bit more excited over this one. I know most of you are like, come on, man, don't get excited over this one versus the Washington Wizards. I am. I'm excited, man. Six straight. We're seemingly going in the right direction in terms of health. Brunson got banged up there in the game, but it seems like he's okay. Deuce McBride's working his way back. Landry Shamis is day to day with his knee injury. So, and to top it off, the bench has just been really well, performing really well, man. You got Mo D again, every day, every game, guys. It's crazy. Mo D, every time he touches the floor, he impacts winning. 20 minutes, 12 points, 3 or 4 from 3. Mitchell Robinson dominated the glass, had a lot of good putbacks today. Mitchell Robinson with a tremendous basketball game for the New York Knicks. And defensive player of the game. If I were to choose anyone, man, I believe I would give it to, it's either Mitch. I think I got to go Mitch Mitch or Josh, in my opinion. But I believe they give it a Mitch. But again, Jordan Clarkson gives you 4-6. Had a lot of good passes a couple of good passes to Jeremy Sohan, who got in there in the fourth in garbage time. Alvarado 2 threes, so 8 assists for Jose. So this thing is looking good, ladies and gentlemen. And tonight was kind of like the first night offensively. This Knicks team looked like they were clicking on all cylinders. And look, again, the Washington Wizards are a huge part of that. But again, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't really matter, because you're trying to build good habits this late in the season, right? I mean, you're damn near down to single digits in the amount of games you have left, right? And you're trying to build good habits heading into the playoffs, and that's exactly what the New York Knicks did tonight. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Once again, hit that like button for me. Really helps out the algorithm, helps out the channel. Once again, if you're new here, subscribe, like all the good stuff. You guys know the drill. Let's hit some of your comments. And a hell of a win for the New York Knicks. Chris Scotty says OG played bad today. Yeah, a couple of passes, they off his fingertips, rebounding the basketball, a couple of, it happens, man. It happens, Chris. Tango salutes. Salute, Tango. Appreciate you in the chats. 6 straight wins. The bench is clicking. Yes. El Figgy says Mo D has also been leveling up. We're going to need that kid if we play big teams in the playoffs like Orlando and Detroit. Omar says feels great winning, but I will be more intrigued if we can go into OKC and Houston and win both. Yeah, what's going on, Omar? Yeah, that'd be a hell of a win. A lot of Julius Randle hate in the comments. Uh-oh, what is he doing? What is he doing right now in Boston? Did he mess something up? Chris Gotti says Hart made his last 9 threes. 9. Look at that, man. 9 3. He's made his last 9 3-pointers for the New York Knicks. That's crazy. That is crazy. Castro says hopefully Cat can keep this momentum the last 11 games. Cat has been keeping this momentum for quite a bit now. Quite a bit. Yo, I'm telling you, man. There's not many defenders and players in the East that can defend. Man, the Josh Hart hit him with a nice cut pass today underneath the basket. He had a reverse layup. 7-foot big man doing that stuff. And he's doing this while his father is going through some health issues. Once again, prayers up to Karl Towns Sr. He's doing this while his father's going through some stuff. Hopefully he's okay. It seems like everything's okay. But I'm telling you, if he continues to play like this, and he has, if he does this in the playoffs, which he has. Now, defense and the foul trouble has always been his bugaboo in the playoffs, right? But what we're seeing lately is a comfortable big man who's getting comfortable within this offense. And he's doing it in an efficient way that doesn't feel forced at all. He's doing it within the flow of the offense. If he's open, he's shooting it out and he's making it. He's getting to the free throw line. Again, I counted at least 5 more times he should have got to the free throw line again. But who cares, right? 7-7 for the free throw line. 3-6, 16 boards. You know, again, I was getting on him earlier this year, and for good reason, because he was playing like trash. And for a big man that was getting paid that much, we expected this version of Cat, and this is what we've been getting lately from Karl-Anthony Towns. An all-NBA, all-star player, right? Prior, we weren't getting that. Now we are getting that from Karl-Anthony Towns. Well-deserved for Karl-Anthony Towns. Let's go. Defensive player of the game was Cat. Okay. Okay, Cat. I'm telling you, man. He's playing really well. I said it was going to be Mitch because I thought he was really good, but defensively tonight. But Karl-Anthony Towns, I mean, defensive player of the game. So on top of the offense, defensively, he's playing better, right? Defensively, he's playing way better than what he's been playing. So now you get great offense, you get great defense from your big man, and that's all we've been asking for him is like, we don't want you to be like Anthony Davis type of defensive big man in the paint. That'll be nice, but we don't want you to be that. We just want you to be serviceable at times, right? Don't lose your man off of screens. You know, don't be lazy on defense. Fight back, fight over picks, call out, communicate, and that's what Cat's been doing. That's what Cat's been doing. The Boston Celtics have lost. Is that true? Not yet. Not yet. I'm not going to call it yet. Minnesota's up 97-84 in Boston. Oh, wait. No. 102-88 in Boston. It's over. It's over. I don't know why ESPN didn't update for me, but I'm telling you, look, we've been saying it in the chat. You guys have been saying it. I think the Knicks finish this year the 2 seed. I do. And they move within a half. If Boston loses, they're a half game behind Boston. Half game behind Boston. And it's going to be a battle from here on out to the end of the season, right? You can go through the schedule, but we honestly don't know. But as a Knicks fan, how they're playing, look, 6 straight is 6 straight. Boston's coming in here playing really well as well. They're about to, concede to Minnesota. Hey, now. So, 2 seed. What do you get with the 2 seed? Why do you want the 2 seed? Many Knicks fans are asking. Well, I want the 2 seed because I want home court in the second round. Right? I want home court in the second round because even if you finish a 3 seed, I still think your first round opponent it's going to be either between Atlanta, Philly. Look, Atlanta just jumped in the number 6 seed. This thing changes daily. Yesterday was Orlando. This thing changes daily. It's crazy. It'll still be between those 3-4 teams. Toronto, Atlanta, Philly, Orlando, 5 teams, or the Miami Heat. Look at how scrunched up they are right here in the East. So first round, it doesn't bother me, right? It's the second round. If Boston defeats their opponent in the first round and they advance to the second round, and the New York Knicks defeat their opponent in the first round and they advance to the second round, what you want to do is have Game 7 in your building, right? That's what you want to do. You want to have Game 7 in your building. You want to have 4 possible home games. Right? You don't want Game 7 in Boston. So, and also it feels good, right? It just, you're on the pace to surpassing your win total from last year. 3 wins away from 50, guys. 3 wins away from 50. What a season. Roller coaster. What a season. Damn. Man, oh man. Yeah, Boston's over. It's over for Boston. It's over for Boston. So, it's over. Chris Grady says agreed with the Pelicans being a trap game plus DJ. Yeah, Pelicans are. Look, if you look at the Knicks schedule, I think we have what, 11 more, right? If I'm doing my math right. Or 10 more. No, 10 more. 10 more games. Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, we're close. We are close. We are close. We are close to ultimately judging this Knicks team because this regular season has been fun. It has been stressful. It has been a roller coaster. Right? It's been a roller coaster. I don't know what roller coaster to compare it to. I was going to say King the Cobb, but they demolished that roller coaster. I don't know what they're building, but it's just been a hell of a season. Like, it's just been a crazy season. And yet the Knicks are, what, they're top 5 in offense. I think they're number 8 defensively. That changes daily as well. And I believe they're going to surpass their win total from last year. Now, again, it all matters in the playoffs, right? That's why I've been like this Mikal Bridges thing. I know he's been. It's funny on the X account. I say I smell a big game from Mikal Bridges almost before every game. And look, 14, 6 assists. He's been just cold, man. He's just missing his shots, man. He's just been cold, missing his shots, but defensively he's been really good. He's been his Mikal Bridges self. And it all matters what happens in the postseason. Like, at the end of the day, right? It all matters what happens in April, next month. Less than a month. Wow. Less than a month till the NBA playoffs start. Less than a month until the NBA playoffs start. So I'm ready. I'm ready to judge this team. I'm ready to cheer for this team. And hopefully we can have a fun playoffs, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, appreciate you guys in the chat. You can hit up the Discord. The link is pinned up in the chat. Just join the Discord. I do giveaways, and you get the live NBA scores right to the app, game chats, all the good stuff. So hop in the Discord, please. Really appreciate you guys. Appreciate the members in here as well. El Figgy says the Hornets game will be interesting. All right, so now, yeah, exactly. The 6-game winning streak is 6 games. It's a 6-game winning streak, right? It's really, look, the competition wasn't all that great. You got Utah, Indiana, Golden State with nobody, Indiana, Brooklyn, Washington. You played. This is probably the easiest stretch of the year, guys, right? So, I mean that's an easy 6 games, but you struggle with some of them, which is what brings me back to the stressful season. But yeah, the Tuesday game versus the Pelicans is going to be interesting because the Pelicans have been playing better. They've been playing well. It's going to be a test, and then it's not only the Tuesday game; it's the games after that. It's the Charlotte game. It's the OKC game. It's the Houston game, right? So this feeling of happiness right now that I'm feeling, it can all turn. But next week it can all turn, and we can sit here and ask ourselves, what is this Knicks team heading into a postseason run? But right now I'm feeling okay about them. Like I'm not getting crazy. I'm not going overboard. They're just going to have to prove in April who they are, right? Who they are. So we'll see. But yeah, this stretch right here. Now, if they have these good habits versus Charlotte, versus OKC, guys, if they go 3-0 against Charlotte, OKC, and Houston, then we're going to be talking. Like, then we're going to be super excited for April. Then it's like, okay, they just proved that, I mean, that OKC game is big. Right? I don't know how big it is to them. Again, I don't want to get in their mindset, like their minds, but Okay, that OKC game is on NBC. It's late in the season. Like, but then again, I don't even know what to make of that game because you don't really need the game, but you want to show that you can compete with them after they came into Madison Square Garden and beat you. So now let's do the same in OKC, right? So let's go. Buzzer Beater says 55 wins is the goal. Celtics officially lose. Let's go. Let's go. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Karl Anthony Towns is back. Where's my cat drop? Where is it? Where's my tiger drop? There it is. Oh. Guys, how about this, man? How about freaking Tyler Kolek? Bro, early on in the day, in case you know, we're busy today. It's Sunday. We're all busy. Tyler Kolek dropped 42 points today, 11 assists today in Westchester for the New York Knicks, right? 42 points, 11 assists. Then he makes his way to MSG and drops 11 points on 3 of 3 from 3 shooting. And the crowd is chanting, Tyler Kolek, shoot the damn basketball, please. I mean, I just made a short about it. I don't know if that's ever happened. I'm sure it has. But what is that, a 50 to 53 point day for Tyler Kolek? 53 point day from Tyler Kolek from the G League. They were joking about it on the MSG broadcast. I don't know if he took an Uber. They were joking that he took a helicopter. And then Clyde was like, I think he said something like, he's not that good. Take a helicopter from Westchester to the Garden. 53 points in a day from Tyler Kolek. Like, I wonder if that's the first time that's happened. A player drops 42 during the day in the G League, and then he drops 11 the same day. I don't think that's happened before. I'd be shocked if that's happened. I'd be shocked. So I guess that really compiled on my excitement because we had that great fourth quarter. And I came out here just super excited. Like, I'm happy, man. This stuff is cool. Like, this stuff is cool. Your sophomore player, who, let's face it, like, it's not like he played himself out the rotation. Like, he's pretty good himself. But the Knicks just have a lot of good players off that bench, so he doesn't really have the playing time to get in the games. But 42 during the day, 11 during the night. So shout out to the Knicks, man. This was a fun day. Fun day. G League game was a warm-up for him. Let's go. Chris Gotti says Kolek 53 points in a day. Let's go. Nick Yak says difference with us and other teams is our two centers are balling right now. Nick Yak. Yes. Here it is. 26, 16, and 3 for Big Cat. The trend. The double big lineup. Right? And we've been talking about this. The double big lineup. Mike Brown went to it a lot in that second quarter especially. That was leading to a lot of easy buckets. It feels comfortable throwing that double big lineup out there with Mikal, Josh, and I think Jalen was out there in the second quarter. So, and you can cycle through the wing position. Like either OG was that was when he was getting his rest. You can even put, Clarkson with them. Like, it just gives you, as my phone tells me it's time to go to sleep. Sorry, that's my sleepy time alarm. It just gives you so many different options, so many different looks. So many different looks. AP is in the building. What's going on, AP? Appreciate you in the chat. Always good when you pop in here. 36 points and 26 rebounds from Knicks centers. God damn. Knicks center had 26 rebounds tonight. Wizards were not playing a real center. Yeah, look. And going back to that starting lineup talk, like it was either play the double big. If you were going to make a change to the starting lineup, it was either play the double big lineup, go back to it, or for me, it was Mo D. Look, it's not going to happen. The starting lineup's not going to change this late in the season, especially when, you're winning. But you're seeing Mike Brown during the games go to it. He's going to it. He's going to Mitch. He's going to Cat. And Cat seems really comfortable, right? You don't see any clogs in the lane. You don't see any, miscommunication out there. It's little things like that I'm watching. And look, I know it was against the Wizards, but they just seem like they've grown their chemistry together. And when you put in Brunson, when you put in Mikal or even Hart or OG, it just seems like everyone feeds off that lineup, and good dividends are being paid from that lineup lately. So shout out to the boys. Let's go. Shout out to the boys. Shout out to Tyler Kolek. Shout out to Tyler Kolek. Shout out to the New York Knicks. 32 assists for the club. Let's go. I love it when they dish and swish. Dishing and swishing. I love it, man. It's a good win. It's a good win. Look at this. Another good stat. 18 and 19 from the free throw line. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's go. That's what loses you playoff games. Right? I mean, we're Knicks fans. We know that. It's free throws. This stat right here loses you playoff games. We could talk about anything else, but this stat right here loses playoff games. And the Knicks have been pretty good, a pretty good free throw shooting team lately. So, with a couple of hiccups. But 18 and 19 for the 95%. Let's go. Loud and Clear says, everyone hit that thumbs up button. Let's go. Appreciate you, Loud and Clear. Appreciate you. Lou Boogie. What's good? Let's go, Knicks. How about them Johnnies? St. John, yes. Let's go. It advances. Sweet 16, right? Sweet 16. Maybe that's why I'm at. It's a feel-good day. Feel-good day. It's a good day. Feel-good day. Knicks need to go 7-3 and beat Boston in the third to last game to secure the second seed. Okay, 7-3. In the last 10. So 10 games remaining. They need to go 7-3. Do you guys want to do the win-loss record? Win-loss, loss. Win. It's 10 games. So, Pelicans win. Charlotte, I'm going to give them a win. I am. That's 2. OKC, I'm going to give them a loss. Houston, I'm going to play it safe. I'm going to give them a loss. So that's 2-2. At Memphis, win. 3-2. Chicago, win. 4-2. Atlanta, win. 5-2. Boston, win. 6-2. And then Toronto, Charlotte, that's 8-2. So 7-3, 8-2. It's a real good possibility that the New York Knicks finish the number 2 seed, right? And I'm giving them losses to the Thunder and to Houston, right? And if you want to throw in a trap game in the mix, maybe this game right here versus Toronto, because it's their last back-to-back of the season. But we've owned the Raptors. Like, they're food to us, man. It's crazy. So, and then Charlotte, like I'm putting them 2-0 against Charlotte, and Charlotte's been playing well. I shouldn't be doing that. I should be respecting Charlotte. So I'll give them one loss to Charlotte. So it's still 7-3. That's pretty good. Plus the Boston win. That's the swing. Yeah. Let's go. Sean says, F it, we going 10-0. Knicks up. We got Tyco. What's going on, Sean? What's going on, Sean? Appreciate you in the chat. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Your big man, Karl-Anthony Towns, continues to dominate for the New York Knicks, and I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah, Chris. Yeah. I gave them 2 wins versus Charlotte. I need to be respectful of Charlotte because they're playing really well, and I'm gonna give them a loss. One of the losses to Charlotte. You know, whether that's the last game of the season, where the last game of the season, I don't know if everything's locked. The last game of the season, who cares, right? And that's a possibility. We could very well have everything locked by this last game, April 12th, versus Charlotte Hornets. Right? So, and I know Landry Shamet left last game with a knee injury. You saw him at the bench, so it's looking like a day-to-day type thing. But you're seeing the New York Knicks. Like, I don't even know if they take this OKC game seriously. I don't. Like, Brunson got banged up tonight. Like, you're at a point in the season. Yes, you want the 2 seed. Maybe they want to lock that up before they start like really resting people's. Yeah, man. Hornets are good. They're good. I'm agreeing with you guys. They're good. Like I kind of corrected myself. I was like, man, Hornets are good, man. 30. And the thing about that is that we demolished them in November. Look, November 129-101. And that was when they were like bad. But they're really good, man. They're really good. Man, these standings have changed on the daily. On the daily, they've changed. Okay, so look, Boston lost, so now we're a half game behind Boston, right? Half game behind Boston, but if the season ended today, I know I hate doing this, but the Knicks will be playing the Atlanta Hawks in the first round. You know, yesterday or a couple of days ago was the Magic, and the Magic have lost 4 straight. Magic have lost 4 straight. The Heat have lost 4 straight, and that's allowed the Atlanta Hawks to slide into the number 6 seed in the Eastern Conference. Crazy. If the Raps are 6 seed, I'm fine with it. Yeah. Sweep or gentleman sweep. Sweep or gentleman sweep. LV says, any word on Deuce? Saw him practicing a little bit before the Brooklyn game, which was a very positive sign. He's taken on a little contact, so I'm assuming he's going to be back for the playoffs. Ian Begley said that's the expectation, so I'm under the impression that Miles McBride is going to be back for the playoffs. And, you know, if Miles McBride is back, he has to play, right? So who does he take playing time from? Is it like he's a guard? Is it Clarkson? Is it Alvarado? Or is it Mo D and the Knicks play small, depending on the matchup, honestly? But we'll see. You know, we'll see these, like, I guess these problems will play themselves out. They're good problems to have, but either way, having Miles McBride back in a new Knick uniform after the injury he suffered, first it was, his ankle or foot, then they found out his core. Having him back for this team gives them another perimeter defender, another catch-and-shoot sniper, and it's just really, really a really positive sign that he'll be back, hopefully. That's the impression, that he'll be back for the New York Knicks. Buzzerbeater says no L's to Charlotte. Let's go. Eddie says, have we clinched yet? I don't believe so. No. I don't believe so because I believe our next game we can clinch. right? That I believe because there's 10 games left. I'm doing quick math. So if the Knicks were to lose 10 straight and the Hornets were to win 10 straight, right? Look, we're gonna be top 6 clearly, but we haven't clinched yet because the Hornets are 9.5 games behind us. So I think our next game will clinch. Detroit clinched already. So it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Tendro, what's going on? Appreciate you in the chat, Tendro. We will go 8-2 for 55 wins, and the 2 seed says buzzer beater. Sign me up. Sign me up, man. Sign me up for that. I'm here for it. I'm all here for it. I'm all here for it. Health, good vibes. And, you know, the first round starts, the 18th, 19th, day before my birthday, the 20th. And I always try to get to a game 1 in the Garden, round 1, always. And this is the time of the year we've been waiting for. And where I'm so ready, man. I'm so ready because this year's, has been crazy. And this is the time that this team will actually be judged in the postseason. What will they do? What will they do? Will they fold or will they come together as a unit and run through the East? Not run through the East, but make it to the NBA Finals and let's go, right? Because some Knicks fans think that if they don't make it to the NBA Finals, it's a failure, right? Some think that if they make the Eastern Conference Finals, we just have to wait and see what happens. It's always a wait and see approach, but like I'm just so ready to see what happens with this club, right? Just let's go. 2 seed, 3 seed, let's go. But preferably that 2 seed, right? LV says Deuce should be taking playing time from Mikal Bridges. Oh man. 86 Mercer says, oh wow, that was my grandma's birthday. Yeah, 420. 420. Yeah, look, the Mikal thing, you guys know where I'm on, where I stand on it, because his recent game log isn't pretty, right? Like, but tonight was better. Tonight was better for Mikal. At the end of the day, we need Mikal to win a championship. We do. Being honest with you, we do. We need his defense. We need his mid-range. We need his shot creation. We need him to win a championship. We do. So, I am hoping when the playoffs start, he won us games last year, I'm hoping he does the same this year, right? And let's go, man. Because that's where I'm at, man. Because look, I can point to his points, his single digit outings, the comments, but whatever it is, look, he's shooting 31% from 3 in the month of March, which is he's playing like he's not shooting well. Like comparably, like if you compare that even in February, he shot 30% from 3 in February. He's shooting 31% from 3 in March. In January, it was better at 35%. In December, it was at 42% from 3. So sometimes it's just like this is when he was really good for us in the beginning of the season. Let's not forget that. Like, awesome. All-star Mikal. Like, now, I keep joking about it, how the baton from being lost in the offense has passed to Mikal. It just seems like he hasn't. Now it seems like Cat is on, Mikal is off. And Chris has spoken about that. It just seems like, he's more spoken about how Brunson and Cat, it seems like they take turns. But now the baton has passed to Mikel in terms of struggling. Not everyone's going to perform to their best capabilities night in, night out. And Mikel we hold at a higher standard because of, the picks and what we paid for him and everything that comes with him. Well, I shouldn't say everything that comes with him, because he has no baggage. He's just a guy who plays every single night and plays through injuries, and you would never know if he's hurt because he's never on the injury report. So I can only judge him on what I see out there. But for all I know, he could be battling an ankle injury or a knee injury, but he's always playing. He's run the most miles in the NBA. Yes, that's a real stat. He's ran the most in the NBA. I saw that the other day, and I was like, wow, I believe it. He plays every single night. Every night. And look, we can all joke about him, about being, wanting to play every single night and wanting to, not break that streak. But I will always hold that in high regard, because in 2026, a year where, we've seen it all, where NBA superstars take nights off every night. They take 10, 15 games off. You can chalk it down. Mikel plays every night. There's no load management with Mikel. And that means something. That means something. It has to mean something. Raquan, what's going on? Says, greetings, the fellas are playing great to close out the season. What's your thoughts on Cade Cunningham lung situation and your thoughts on Giannis free agency rumors? The collapsed lung is serious. I've seen reports out there that he might come back prior to the season and close because of the NBA accolades, or he just might come back in the playoffs, but we just don't know. But collapsed lung is serious, man. If that thing doesn't heal by the playoffs, he's not playing. You're talking about a lung. And you're talking about a sport where you need to breathe. It's a serious matter. So we'll see if he comes back. But if he doesn't, that just opens up things for the East, for the Knicks. Because Detroit has kicked their ass, and Cade has kicked their ass this year. He's owned us. They've owned us. Right? And they're kind of they're the cream of the top right now for a reason. But it's no joke. What's going on? Appreciate you in the chat, though. Thanks for the support. Loud and Clear says a collapsed lung is a very bad injury. Even if he does come back in 1 month for the playoffs, he won't be 100%, and he will be putting his future in jeopardy. Oof, yeah, see? It's crazy, man. That's some serious stuff. You're talking about a player that's playing 40, 45 minutes a night. Actually, he's not playing that much. Let's say 35, 40 minutes a night in the playoffs. You're talking about your lungs here. That's serious. So I don't think they force him back for his accolades, his all-NBA stuff. I think they give him a month. And to be quite honest with you, depending on who they play in the first round, if it's Miami, but if it's Charlotte, I see a world where Charlotte could beat them with no Cade, right? I see that. Source says, no. Buzzerbeater says, with Cade out, can we cash Detroit? We can, but it's gonna be tough, man. You're talking about 10 games left. You're talking about an 8-2 stretch, and you're talking about the Pistons would have to collapse at that point, and I don't see that. If I go to their schedule, their next 2 games are tough. Maybe, I don't know, 3 games, 4 games, 5 games. Oh, I don't see it, but crazier things have happened. Crazier things have happened. yeah, so appreciate you guys in the chat once again. Smash the like button, subscribe. I know I see Yuri waiting in the Discord. Please be patient, Yuri. I'm trying to see if we have any updates, any picks from defensive player of the game, if that's come out yet. Some of you said Cat was the defensive player of the game. Yeah, Cat. There it is. Flex bomb. They got the 53 next to Kolek, man. 53 burger next to Kolek. Bro, Mikel is always with the same pose in every picture. In every defensive player of the game picture, he's has the same pose. Right in the forefront, supporting his guys. Shout out to Jeremy Sohan. Came into the game in the fourth, and Clarkson found him on a couple of dimes, couple of dunks, and away we go. So shout out to the boys. You see Landry Shamet there, looking all spiffy. You got Jose, Tyler, Deuce in the back holding up the 53. Let's go. Shout out to Cat, man. I open up this post game. If you guys are just joining, I opened up this post game speaking high praises of Cat because he deserves it. He's been playing incredible for this team. Incredible lately. And it's to be noted. It is. Loud and Clear says hopefully Cade can come back, but he won't be himself. Yes. Yeah. Hopefully he comes back because you want him to come back, man. The NBA is better with Cade. The NBA is better with Cade. It is. I can, go down the route of clearly it'll be an easier path without him to reach the NBA Finals if we get the Pistons in the Eastern Conference Finals, but we'll see. We'll see. Injuries happen every day, man. Injuries happen every single day. 86 Smurf says, Cat, he's an effing lion at this point. Let's go. The big cat. Here he is. El Figgy, yes, praise up for Carl Towns Sr. Towns posted something on his story. Looked like he was in a hospital room. So he's recovering from something, but whatever it is, man, we just hope he pulls through. I think he does. I don't know the severity of it, but just praise up to Carl Towns Sr. You never want to see that at all. Never. Especially what Cat has dealt with in his career. Scary stuff, man. CJ, what's going on, CJ? Appreciate you in the chat, CJ. What's going on, CJ? All right. I've talked a lot, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear what you guys have to say. Yuri, welcome into the KnicksNation show. How are you, my good sir?
Oh man, good win today. Good stress-free win.
Let's go.
Good stress-free win. After the Mitch comments about calling out his own team, for hey, we're getting off to slow starts, you expected him to come out, blazing. I know first quarter Washington hit some tough shots. Credit to Washington, but from the second quarter, it felt like the Knicks didn't let up at all.
No, they didn't.
Foot to the metal, wire to wire. Overall, great game. Great game, great habits to build on going forward. I know New Orleans Pelicans is coming in to us coming up Tuesday. That's a crap game waiting to happen. So Knicks gotta be careful not to, have a slow start against New Orleans.
Yeah, look, that's kind of like look, they've had an easy stretch here, but that's the Pelicans game, and after that stretch, after the Pelicans game, there's some tough games as well. So the 2 seed is within striking distance, Yuri. And do you think they get it, or where do you think they finish here, closing out the season?
Still think we remain the 3rd seed. I would like to have the 2nd seed.
Okay.
Knowing how this team is, I think we remain the 3rd seed.
Okay.
I would like to be wrong.
Yeah. No, I get it, man. I get it. This team has been Jekyll and Hyde, hot and cold, but half game behind Boston and with one more remaining against them, and I just don't know like how Boston sees that 2 seed. Their fans want the 2 seed, but I don't know if they care too much. They're not gonna
Want
push.
it fully.
They're not gonna push Tatum to like. They're not gonna play Tatum. Like they're good. They were great without him. So they could very well finish the number 2 seed without Tatum, but I don't think they're gonna push him at the end of the season. Is what I'm trying to say.
I can't see it.
Yeah.
I can't see it. I don't think they're gonna have the 2 seed, especially now with Tatum cut back and stuff like that. Even today, bad, like really bad. The whole team was bad from what I saw in the T-Wolves game. I watched a little bit before we came on. They bricked a lot of threes.
There you go. We kind of play like Boston now, right? We take a lot of threes, and if we're missing them, we struggle.
Right.
There was a play today, there was a spray out today to Josh Hart in the corner where I think it was either Mikel or Modi got into the paint. No, it was Mikel. Got into the paint. I felt like he had a shot, pass it up to Josh in the corner, and thankfully
That's the system now, man.
Yeah, thankfully Josh hit the three, but I'm like, dude, Mikel,
I don't want to
take the
see
layup,
that.
bro. Just go to the basket.
I did. There's been a lot of times where they've been missing a lot of shots. It's the good and the bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to see us take the three more, and we were begging for that under Tom Thibodeau. To shoot more threes. I'm iffy about it because I want to see how it works in the playoffs. But there's going to be games when we need a three ball
Yeah,
on
exactly.
playoff time.
Yep.
But I feel like with this team, Mike Brown's going to have the Knicks go more mid-range as time goes on in playoff. Because, the three-point shot, and let's be real, the three-point shot's usually covered in the playoffs. Very rarely are teams open for the three-point shot come playoff time.
Yep. Look, it's a different game, too. The game slows down. I think the way Cat is playing right now currently gives me extreme confidence for this team, but it's a different game in the playoffs. But if they're cold, if they go through one of these cold stretches, they're going to struggle. But, we'll see, Yuri. We'll see.
Listen, overall, good team win.
Yeah.
Good job not letting your food get to you. Good job not even playing with your food. Good job with the killer instinct coming out intact. Overall, a good team win. I don't care if it's against the Wizards. How many times have I seen a Tom Thibodeau team have a dogfight with the Wizards that we needed Jalen Brunson 55 points to win the damn game? I'll take this any day of the damn week.
Let's go. Yuri, appreciate the call, man. Thanks for the support as always. Let's get to Mets 2128. What you got tonight, Mets 2128? Welcome into the KnicksNation postgame show, sir. How are you?
Good. I have a strange day. I mean, St. John's wins in spite of Rick Pitino's incompetence down the stretch, winning a buzzer beater.
Let's go.
Islanders end the Blue Jackets 12 for 13 game winning streak. The Knicks crush Washington, and Minnesota does something they haven't been able to do in 2 decades, and that's win in Boston. I think I've had a good day.
Let's go. Oh, it's a good day. That's why I was happy to open up this post game. It's a good day to be a Knicks fan and a New York fan. It's a good day.
True.
Let's go. What'd you like tonight's game? Did you like anything in particular? Did you hate anything? 6 straight.
A lot of quality play. True. A lot of quality play from Cat.
Yes.
A lot of precision from Bridges, something he hasn't had in weeks.
Yeah.
Good free throw shooting. We only missed 1 from the stripe.
I love that. Man, shout out to that.
Kolek playing out of his mind for 5 minutes.
That was what really got me excited in that fourth when Kolek came in and it was just hitting 3 after 3, and I'm like, let's freaking go, man. 53-point day for the sophomore Tyler Kolek. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
What a day.
And a much more well-rounded game for the Knicks, but granted, we were playing garbage time by this point.
Yeah, look.
Beginning by bringing Joe in with about 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
Then Kolek with about 5, and then Jones, Dottie, and up 40 for 3. But this was a game that was the cakewalk I wanted
Yes.
the Brooklyn game to be.
Yeah. I think you speak for most of us. You know, Brooklyn, they came into that game being extra physical with the New York Knicks, and I don't think the Knicks were ready for that physicality. And that's why you saw the reactions from Towns and Mitch, OG getting into a shove match. But I think,
Damn it, now out with a knee injury for God knows how long.
yeah. And look, the Wizards just came into the tonight coming off that brawl that they had against OKC, right? So
yeah, carnage in the Capitol.
Yeah. So look, these teams are out of it, but they're trying to be extra physical with these playoff teams. So that's where the Knicks got to be.
What sounds better?
Yeah.
What sounds better? Carnage in the Capitol or chaos in the Capitol?
I think I like carnage in the Capitol. I think I like that. What do you like?
I always thought chaos in the Capitol because carnage would usually signify bloodshed, and we didn't see any blood between Oakland, KC, and Washington on Saturday.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Carnage in the Capitol, chaos in the Capitol. I just like the word carnage. I just like the word.
Well, we got an off day, and then we got New Orleans, who aren't going to be as easy as we think because they're fighting for the last play-in spot. But the problem is they're 8.5 back of Golden State, who are still in a downward spiral in their own right.
Yeah.
And the Pelicans tend to play us pretty tough.
Yeah, man. Look, ever since they got Murray back, they've been pretty good. They beat the Clippers twice. They almost beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. So it's not going to be a layup, man. It's not going to be a layup. It's going to be a tough match. And I'm kind of happy that we're kind of getting these tests before the postseason, right? Like these games against these inferior opponents are nice and good to have, but now you kind of want to be tested prior to the season. Now it's like
the real test is going to be Thursday in Charlotte.
Yeah, exactly.
Or at least it's going to begin there. Also because, did anyone expect Charles Lee to take this team out of the gutter and get him into the play-in? No. They did not.
It's crazy. Mets 2-1-2-8. What else you got tonight? Anything else?
My question is, how much longer is it until we see Dallas, Memphis, New Orleans, Chicago, and Milwaukee basically bow out of the play-in race?
You're talking about out west?
And in the East.
Who'd you say?
Out west, that's left to bow out, Chicago and Milwaukee.
Yeah. I think they're done. I think look, Chicago, they're not making a play-in tournament. They're like 6.5, 7.5 games back. Milwaukee's done.
8.5.
8.5.
They're 8.5.
Milwaukee's dealing with the Giannis thing, and we'll see.
And they're 7.5 out.
Yeah, they're done. It is so like from Charlotte to it's a 2-game difference between the 10th seed and the 6th seed. 3 games difference in between the 10th seed and the 5th seed. It's crazy. And there's 10 games to go. So, hey, Mets 2-1-2-8.
And also a 2-game gap for the Southeast.
Yeah.
And between the 4 teams, you don't know which one has the tiebreakers on the legit setup.
Yeah. No, I agree. Hey, Mets 2-1-2-8. Appreciate the call in. You're always welcome to call into the show. Appreciate you. Shout out to Mets 2-1-2-8, man. He's a new caller, man. Bring some knowledge in here. He's funny. He's a funny guy. I like Mets 2-1-2-8. Shout out to the callers, Mets 2-1-2-8 and Yuri, bringing in the heat. As always. Daniel. What's going on, Daniel? Appreciate you in the chat, Daniel. Loud and Clear likes Carnage in the Capitol. I like Carnage in the Capitol, too. This sounds better. Let's go. Appreciate you, chat. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Yeah, got an off day here. Then you are, look, the Knicks are in a stretch where they've been home. Look, after their road trip, they are in a stretch where they've been home. Look, the Brooklyn game, they were away, but that was essentially a home game for the New York Knicks. Brooklyn got to go back to New Jersey, man. This is just an embarrassment. I mean, look, I love it that we travel and, Knicks fans take up like 80% of the arena when we go. But, man, that's an embarrassment for that. Like I know a couple of Nets fans, but, man, I mean, come on now, man. That's an embarrassment, whatever's going on in Brooklyn. But it is what it is. Yeah, you got an off day here. Then you get the Pelicans, and then you go back on the road. You get your last 4-game road trip to close out the year. Your longest road trip left of the season to close out the year. Charlotte, OKC, Houston, and Memphis. So let's go. Let's go 3-1. Like, is 3-1 crazy? And that's like the next 5: Pelicans, Charlotte, OKC, Houston, Memphis. 3-2 with 2 losses, OKC and Houston. 3-3. I don't know. 2-3. I don't know. I don't know what they do. I don't know which team shows up. I'm hoping tonight's team shows up. A lot of clear says, I know 0 Nets fans. Yeah, I know like a couple, and they're diehard Nets fans, but they should have never moved to Brooklyn. I know they had their KD experiment, the Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce experiment, and they've actually had some moments. The most recent one being the Durant foot on the line against the Bucks. That, in my opinion, cost them a championship, because I would have thought they would have beat the Suns in that year. Just my opinion, the Nets. But man, they're in the doldrums. Source says 4-1. AP says no Brooklyn. They are well represented. I love Brooklyn, but man, I legit, yeah, Joel, that's where I'm at. Like, I don't know, because they were trolling us hard when they got KD and Kyrie in 2019. They were trolling us hard. So I don't know if I feel bad for them. They own our picks, so I can't feel bad for them. They kind of control our future, especially the picks that are like 3 years down the line. So yeah, I think they own their 2028 first, and who knows what Knicks team is going to be in 2028. So maybe that's when they can get the last laugh. I don't know. But right now, I just feel bad for them. That building was 50-50 the other day. Okay, 50-50. Okay. Yeah, I thought, look, MSG was... There was a lot of Knicks fans in there. 50-50, whether it's 50-50, 60-40, a lot of Knicks fans. But I do know a few Nets fans. They have a loyal fan base. I'll give them that. A loyal fan base. Elfiki says, of course, Knicks fans flock to Barclays. Ain't nobody got MSG money. Yeah, man. I mean, last year, these tickets, the playoff tickets, they jumped from the year prior. And you're talking about, to get into MSG, you're talking about $354 just to get in the building. And that's for one person. Just to get in the building. So you're talking, if you want to take, I know we're like going off the rails here, but a family of 3, if you want to take your, like, let's say I want to take my daughter, who's 8, and my wife to a Knicks game. If you don't have season, even if you have the season tickets, you get the little discount. Even if like it's still you're spending close to a G just to go to one basketball game. And in this economy right now, where like gas prices are through the roof, like it's crazy. It's crazy. But we love our Knicks. We'll still do it. I'll still do it. I tell myself, if they make it to the NBA Finals, I am in that building. No matter what. Because I don't know when is the last time they're going to make an NBA Finals. If they make it to an NBA Finals, I am in the building. Buzzerbeater says we are too dependent on Wingstop. Yeah, one Wingstop has been more consistent lately, and that's been OG. The other has been not too consistent. But they've shown us, right? Like, when capable, they're pretty good, especially in the playoffs. So we'll see, man. That's Buzzerbeater. That's kind of where my head is at. It's just, I just want to get there at this point. I know we're gonna react to this stretch right here: OKC, Houston, Memphis. But there's like 10. There's 10 games left. 10, and then after when is this game? 6 p.m. at 10 o'clock. Post game on April 12th. Nothing will matter except who we play in round 1 and game 1, round 1. I'm telling you. That's going to be all of our mindset in mid-April. When this game is over, April 12th for Charlotte. This is a 6 p.m. start. So the game is probably going to end at what? 9:30 or 8:30. At 9:30, nothing is going to matter what happened in the regular season. You want to go into the postseason healthy, and hopefully they build good habits, and then let's go. They've shown us just like that they can flip a switch. NBA Finals, we all having a pregame before. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Let's go. Let's go. Be outside, what, Mustang Harry's? Be outside. I got to throw an event. I got to do an event. A meetup, watch party. I see a lot of other Knicks creators do it. Trust me, it's coming. It's on the way. Buzzerbeater says 3 times 400, 1,200 tickets. Yeah. Buzzerbeater, a family of 3, 1,200 to the Garden. That's for 2.5 hours. That's for 2.5 hours. You mean to tell me you like that's crazy? But that's supply and demand, right? Supply and demand. It's the Knicks. It's New York. People pay. People pay. All right, guys, let me head up on out of here. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Once again, shout out to the Knicks. We'll be back doing a post game on Tuesday when they face the New Orleans Pelicans. Appreciate every single one of you guys in the chat. Have a blessed night. Have a good night. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm Anthony from KnicksNation. As always, it's Let's Go Knicks. Peace.